Hello, my name's David Adam and you're watching another episode of Fresh Off the Press English. Today we're talking about koalas. It's Sunday the 5th of January 2020. This news comes from the Daily Mail. The news is about the bushfires in Australia and how this is affecting the wildlife, particularly the koalas. Let's look at the headline. 8,000 koalas perish in the bushfire sweeping across Australia. Perish. Perish. This word basically means die. They die. So 8,000 koalas have died. It's terrible news. Almost 500 million creatures are estimated to have died in the blazes. Creatures. Creatures. A creature just means any living thing. Basically an animal is a creature. Anything that can move and eats, it's a creature. Any living thing is a creature. Blazes. Blazes. Now again, a blaze just means a fire. Okay, so here blazes, it just means many big fires. It's just it's an interesting way of saying fire or burning. Blazes, many fires. Rampaging fires have engulfed almost 12 million acres of bushland in Australia. Rampaging. Rampaging. If something is rampaging, it means it's moving fast, it's out of control, nobody can stop it, nobody has any power to stop it. It's rampaging. Rampaging. Engulfed. Engulfed. This word engulfed is something is engulfed. It means it's surrounded. It's inside in a way. It's engulfed. It's totally surrounded. It's inside something. So here, the rampaging fires have engulfed, meaning they've taken over, they've surrounded, they are in 12 million acres. Acres. Now, an acre is an English way of measuring the size of land, how an area, how big a piece of land is. We call it acres. We measure the size of land in something called acres. Acres. 8,000 dead koalas are equal to 1/3 of their population in New South Wales. Koalas, we all know the animal, the beautiful, cute animal, quiet, calm, relaxing, symbol of Australia, along with the kangaroo, the koala. Koalas. Population. 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 This is the number of something, the number of koalas, the population of koalas, how many koalas there are. The devastating wildfires sweeping across Australia could force some of the country's best loved animals to the brink of extinction. Devastating. Devastating. If something is devastating, it means it's terrible, it's awful, it's very, very bad, it's devastating. It's had a large negative effect, a large, very bad effect on the people, the place. It's devastating. It's a very, very bad thing. Brink. Brink. This word brink means very close to. Usually we'd say on the edge. Brink means very near something. And here we have the word extinction. Extinction. This means the end of the species. All of the animals will be gone. They are gone. Extinction. There are no more. Here we're talking about koalas. Extinction. If some animal is extinct, it means there are no more of them. For example, the dinosaurs are extinct. Let's look at the words from the lesson again. Perish. Perish. Creatures. Creatures. Blazes. Blazes. Rampaging. Rampaging. Engulfed. Engulfed. Acres. Acres. Population. Population. Devastating. Devastating. Brink. Brink. Extinction. Extinction. Write down the words and remember them. These words are useful when we're talking about fires, wildfires affecting the area, affecting animals. Many good words like devastating, rampaging, extinction, all of these words more and more common these days as we see more disasters in the world around us. So it's really terrible news from Australia. I hope they can get it under control. I guess the only solution to this problem is rain. Literally, the fires are so large, they're so huge, there's very little people can do to stop the fires. Just, you've got to think about all the people who have lost their homes and also all the people who are fighting to save the animals, because in some ways, I imagine by now, fighting the fire is in some ways pointless with such a huge fire. It must be must be a very bad feeling, the feeling of powerlessness, the feeling that you can't do anything. But those people, they're still there, and they are still fighting this fire, and they're still trying to save as many animals as they can. So I'm thinking about them. I'd think about them and send them some good energy. Thank you for watching this episode of Fresh Off the Press English. I hope I can see you again soon for another interesting news story from around the world. As always, don't be bored, be busy. Bye-bye.